Hey everybody, it is Mattie here with Altcoin Buzz with you on this Friday. Happy Friday. Hope you're having a great one and that you've had a terrific week. Today we're talking about Litecoin, which is pumping pretty significantly, possibly in response to the halving, that along with Bitcoin Cash. We're talking about a CFTC registered fund that's made a big long-term bet on Ethereum. Long-term in the sense that really they're going 10 years long on Ethereum, but we ask here on newsbtc.com, what about Ethereum's short-term price? We have a piece here. We're not going to be able to get into all of this totally comprehensively, but the question of taxes comes up all the time with cryptocurrency, especially if you're cashing out the value of your digital assets. So here on Coindesk.com, what to expect when the IRS alters its Bitcoin tax policy. We'll give you an overview of what this piece is all about. Then on altcoinbuzz.io, don't forget what Hester Peirce has said about Bitcoin and crypto. Of course, Hester Peirce being our champion, hopefully not the only one, but one of our champions, a standout over at the SEC. And then this quick bit of update news, EthereumWorldNews.com, Facebook crypto on the horizon. Apparently the firm has 100 blockchain staffers currently. But let's begin here on newsbtc.com. Crypto analyst reminds traders that it's buy the dip season in Bitcoin. So one prominent crypto analyst and trader is taking the opportunity to remind crypto investors that when it comes to Bitcoin, it's, quote, buy the dip season, and that shorting any bounces is a risky strategy to take. In other words, we're talking about a retracement, but not a reversal. Now that Bitcoin's parabolic rally has started to pull back, the sentiment across the crypto market has once again flipped from bullish to bearish in short order. But before the bears go ahead and put in that short order, they may want to reconsider, according to one prominent crypto analyst. So crypto analyst Galaxy BTC tweeted a public service announcement reminding crypto traders and investors that the market has changed, and so should trading strategies. Let's go straight to the tweet here. So this from the 5th of June. Surprised on how bearish the sentiment is on the correction of a strong uptrend. People are actually waiting to short the bounce. Extremely risky play, and the price could turn to the upside any moment, strong and fast as it did before. This is a retracement, not a reversal. Let us know in the comments below if you agree with Galaxy BTC. There's nothing wrong with taking profits if you really know what you're doing and paying attention on short-term retracements. You can always short the assets that you would otherwise long. But overall, I agree. That's not my style. I'm not suggesting that it is, but just throwing it out there. Not financial advice either way, but let us know your strategies and your thoughts about this tweet in the comments below. In other news here on EthereumWorldNews.com, Litecoin closing on Bitcoin Cash as halving FOMO pumps LTC. At the time of this recording, things are pretty much flat in the market, except for Litecoin. As far as, top 10, top 20 project, it's up 8.8%, sitting at about $113, $114 actually. So getting a lot of attention and a lot of love. So crypto markets have barely moved in the past couple of days as Bitcoin teeters on the edge of a big correction. There is always a bit of FOMO going on though, and Litecoin is getting it with another 10% gained today. So we're inside of 2 months, inside of 60 days to go before the Litecoin halving event, and Litecoin is looking strong. Over the past few hours, it has surged from about $100 to over $112, according to TradingView.com. Momentum is building as the premise of reduced supply and increased demand and mining difficulty in less than 2 months drives prices higher. Scarcity is a big driver of demand, and with almost 74% of all Litecoins already mined, there are only 21.8 million left. Many have advocated that the silver to Bitcoin's gold should really be priced at about 10% of Bitcoin. Others suggest actually that it should be priced at a quarter of Bitcoin's value, given that it's 4 times the circulating supply, so there should be a 4-to-1 ratio. But if it were 10%, this would put Litecoin at $780 at current prices. That's just 10%. It's possible. But back to reality, resistance currently lies around $120, which is where Litecoin topped out during the recent run late last month. It is the highest price Litecoin has reached in 2019 and an epic 300% higher than it was trading at on January 1st. So full transparency, full disclosure, I've said it many times, I am a Litecoin bag holder. I bought at the beginning, I bought on the way up, I bought at the top, I bought on the way down, and I continue to buy. I think Litecoin could hit that 10% BTC valuation mark. I'm a little bit more optimistic. I think it could go higher, maybe to 1/4, but I'm excited about the Litecoin halving event. I think, if nothing else, if you take the artificial scarcity, you put that aside, it just places a lot of light and showcases a Litecoin in a very favorable way. I am a fan of the project. I'm a fan of Charlie Lee, but that's just my opinion. Let us know what yours is in the comments below. Here on ccn.com, a $100 million CFTC registered fund makes long-term bet on Ethereum. So Bloomberg's Matthew Leising profiled Dharma Capital. It's a $100 million crypto fund with a bullish view on Ethereum and a visionary approach to the future of the internet. You might say they're long Ethereum above all. The hedge fund is helping high net worth accredited investors to position themselves for a decade-long bull run. Key figure in Dharma's rise is Andrew Keys. He announced in a press release Thursday that he's joining Dharma Capital as a managing partner. Keys was a co-founder of Consensus Capital, a Brooklyn-based Ethereum application developer. He brings a solid Ethereum blockchain record to the fund. Talking to Bloomberg, he compared the crypto industry today to the internet of the 1990s. Much like the changes that we saw in the 1990s, Keys argues that these current day sweeping changes will certainly disrupt how we use the internet. His massive hedge fund aims to capture an extraordinary amount of the value these changes will bring to the markets. In a 2018 interview at the World Economic Forum at Davos, he said, quote, "We will have a decentralized World Wide Web, and it will impact every aspect of our humanity. I'm going to be able to have peer-to-peer transactions with counterparties without a bank or a Facebook or an Uber, an Amazon, an eBay in the middle." I'm pretty long on Ethereum myself, maybe not to the tune of $100 million, but I have plenty of faith in it over a 10-year horizon. You can also check out newsbtc.com's take investment firm goes 10 years long on Ethereum. But what about its short-term price action? Well, if you want to check out more as far as that goes, we'll link to this article in the description below. Here on Coindesk.com, we're talking about taxes, what to expect when the IRS alters its Bitcoin tax policy. Now, before we get into this article, and we're really not going to be able to do it justice, we're just going to skim over the bullet points, really, to be honest, because it's quite a lengthy one. If you guys out there in the altcoin buzz army are in need of taxation advice, some wisdom, a little bit of expertise, we're going to put together maybe something a little bit more comprehensive for you all, maybe a how-to, a guide, or a best practices list of tips. We've covered this in the past, and I think generally speaking, it's been well received. But let us know in the comments below if taxation is a topic you'd like us to cover. It's not exactly the sexiest subject matter in the world, but practically speaking, it's good to know a little bit about it. So let us know in the comments below if you'd like us to do something a little bit more in-depth when it comes to how-tos or tips or guides on cryptocurrency and taxation. But the takeaways here: coming guidance from the IRS will address long-standing questions about the tax treatment of cryptocurrency. The tax collector has identified several specific issues it will discuss, including whether investors owe taxes on free crypto they get from a fork. The industry is also hoping for clarity on a number of other matters, including the tax implications of airdrops, staking, and crypto stored at overseas exchanges. For more information, you are encouraged to check out this article in full. It's quite a lengthy one, as you can see. And again, if you're interested in more of an in-depth review of our guide, our suggestions, our recommendations with regard to taxation, then let us know. That's something that we can put together for you all. And here on altcoinbuzz.io, don't forget what Hester Peirce has said about Bitcoin and crypto, article by Chris. It is sometimes hard to remember what people have said. Here is just a few of the most important things Hester Peirce has said. Of course, she's an SEC commissioner, and she's been pushing for the SEC to take a less cautious approach towards the innovations on ETFs. She has said in the past that the SEC shouldn't be the gatekeepers for innovation, yet in reality, they are trying to be. So many times, Hester Peirce has defended Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency space, and it all leads back to the same point. The SEC shouldn't stifle innovation due to over or under regulations. Quote, "It is not the SEC's overzealous action that has stifled the crypto industry, but its unwillingness to make meaningful action at all." She also said, quote, "It is therefore our duty as a regulator to provide the public with clear guidance as to how people can comply with our law. We have not yet fulfilled this duty." Quote, "I reject the role of gatekeeper of innovation, a role very different from and indeed inconsistent with our mission of protecting investors, fostering capital formation, and facilitating fair, orderly, and efficient markets. Accordingly, I dissent." Here's another more lengthy quote by Hester Peirce, but I don't think we've heard the last from her, and it's wonderful to have a champion of her ilk that's basically fighting for us at the highest ranks of the SEC. And I think, as I just said, we'll be hearing from her again. Let us know what you guys think about Hester Peirce in the comments below. I am a fan. And finally, just to tease this piece on Ethereum World News, Facebook crypto on the horizon. We're talking global coin. Affirm apparently has 100 blockchain staffers now. We discussed the other day that the global coin cryptocurrency is just about ready to launch, so this corroborates that news. Apparently, as reported by TechCrunch, a source claims that the technology company is looking to release the white paper for what is known as global coin on the 18th of June, and that's just a couple weeks away. As global coin nears launch, Facebook has purportedly begun to bolster its staffers in the cryptocurrency space. The firm, according to LinkedIn data, which is public, has a jaw-dropping 100 people working in the Facebook blockchain division and is looking for 40 more talents to fill in some gaps. So you guys may want to apply. A listing reads, quote, "Our ultimate goal is to help billions of people with access to things they don't have now." That could be things like healthcare, equitable financial services, or new ways to save or share information. I'm not sure I believe that. I think that's a very euphemistic way to pitch the whole thing. I don't think Facebook is that altruistic. I think they're in it for themselves, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with pursuing something for capitalistic monetary gains, but I think that's their game personally. Let me know if you disagree, but I think that about rounds it out, everybody. Do be sure you're following us on all the regular social media channels and keep checking back into our website, altcoinbuzz.io, for all the latest updates and developments. If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, share, hit the bell to receive notifications, but have a great Friday, everybody. Best of luck if you choose to invest, but have a great kickstart to your weekend. And as always, we hope to see you again soon in our next video. Take care.